This local sports report is brought to you by Allstate Insurance, a proud member of the Cambridge community, supporting youth athletics. For a free, no obligation quote for home and auto insurance, contact one of their trusted advisors. Call Allstate at 226-444-4465 to speak with your local Cambridge Allstate representative.
Zach Edwards has been a longtime member of the Ayr Centennials, playing for their junior C team for the past 4 years. Now they're moving into the PJHL for the upcoming season. Here is Zach. First of all, what's your reaction to the news? Obviously, big movement for the Sens, going from junior D up to junior C and now into the junior B ranks, Zach.
Yeah, absolutely. It was good to see. It was bittersweet actually, because being with the Sens for so long, I'd want to finish it out there, but for the town and people who have been there in management as long as they have, like Tim Barry, Cody Hall, Andrew Richards, who played there and now coaches, it's great to see. And Ayr's the number one place to play hockey, in my opinion, in the junior C loop, and now they're going to make their way into the junior B loop, which is you couldn't ask for anything better from that organization.
Why is it a perfect community in your mind? You know it almost better than anybody, playing the time that you have there. What is it about that place that you think makes it a perfect fit?
Well, I mean, I was lucky enough to, when I finished out in Major Midget in Kitchener, I was lucky enough to get a call from Cody Hall to do a run with the Schmalz Cup. And I can't speak on behalf of anyone who played Junior B in the Sutherland Cup and Cherry Cup, but the atmosphere was ridiculous just from the community. You end up recognizing faces, super fans, and everything like that. And then after that, you just fall in love with it. And, they had the Christmas parade every year, which we do, and the entire community standing out on the main drag and handing out candy and all that stuff. Like, the town is going to love it. And good group of guys coming in.
Back-to-back Schmalz Cup champions. That's a memory you'll have for a lifetime.
Yeah, exactly.
The captain of that team, Mr. Mitch Klee, who has scored some incredibly massive goals over the course of his career. He's now the assistant general manager. How happy are you for Klee just to see him back with your organization?
That's amazing. I was lucky enough to play a couple of games with them in Ayr. My first junior game, actually. Funny story, actually. First junior game, I was defense partners with Sean Mitchell, and I took a muffin from the blue line. Probably took about 6 seconds to get to the net, and it went in. And I go to the bench, all happy, everyone's cheering for me, and lo and behold, the name announced on the over the PA system was Mitch Klee got my first junior goal. But they ended up winning the Schmaltz that year, and they kept me around, so I wasn't going to complain too much. Got that puck in my room still, though.
How many goals did you score over the course of those years? I think I got one in final 9, maybe.
Yeah, you're gonna put me on the spot like that, Darren. Don't try and go through the archives to try and find my highlights. I'd rather you see my tape-to-tape passes from something like that. But I don't know. I think I had over 4 years. Probably got double digits, maybe 9. Maybe I stole a couple. I have no idea.
You had a great run, that's for sure. What are the highlights for you? We talked about the Schmalz Cup, but it's so much more, right? It's about the bonding and the teammates and the guys that you play with. You mentioned the coaches already, but what stands out for you just during your time in here?
Well, starting off, obviously, like you said, the Schmalz Cup, but moving forward from the years after that, where I got more comfortable, just playing with guys like John Ney and Rob Grant. They showed me a lot about junior hockey, and just the junior way is a lot different in junior C than it was in junior B, right? So you got to adjust to that. One part being a lot more physical, in my opinion, in junior C. And like in the interview we saw prior to this, me and Chappelle went at it a couple times. We only dropped the gloves once, but him and I had a couple good battles in front of the net. He likes to use a stick on the back of your ankles. And then I had a couple other fights, but other than that, not much goal scoring going on. But
we had a chance to talk to Caleb last week. I know you watched the interview with Chappelle, and obviously we're reminiscing and having a good time, just kind of going back on different things that he had in Wellesley, and obviously he had a great career there as well. But let's get into the fight, okay? Because it's something that, like I said to Caleb, the video comes to me that night, and I'm literally astounded. I'm going, wow, Zach Edwards and Caleb Chappelle, who I know are buddies off the ice, are literally Right. You're in a scrap. So from your vantage point, how did it all come about?
Well, it was funny. I listening to his interview. I was kind of laughing because I didn't see any of that, right? Because I mean, I'm a defenseman. Rarely do I encounter him, especially with my goal scoring ability. I don't really get close to him. But no, it was funny. You know, the game was getting chippy. I believe we were up, and you can always hear Chappie chirping. He's always screaming down the ice and whatnot. But I think I was making eye contact with my mom, trying to get her to get me apple cider at intermission, and Chappie skates by and asks, I believe it was Rob or coaching staff, or I have no idea who it was, to fight. And he said he wanted to get it going. And I was thinking in my head, how cool would it be to fight a goalie? I mean, I had a fight prior to that, like that season as well. So I'm like, you know, I'll try it out. Coaches put me out on forward. Well, I mean, I asked to go on
incredibly rare. That's incredibly rare.
Yeah, rare. And the coaches were like, "You don't have to do this." And I'm like, I kind of want to. You know what I mean? Quinn Diamond did it a couple of years prior to that against Wellesley, and I'm like, I don't want to be in the same list. So I go out there, and Chappie, we make eye contact, and kind of let's see how the play develops. And then puck leaves the zone. I make eye contact with him, and next thing you know, I've never seen a goalie skate that fast with his helmet off, and I was like, oh God. So I didn't know what the rule was about the whole helmet situation. So I just kind of looked at him and I ducked. He had my helmet off in less than a second, and then we went at it. But definitely scratched that off the bucket list. That was a good time. And the best part was we were good buddies, but we didn't hold anything back.
He says, again, in the interview with 519 last week, that he won the fight, you got the takedown. What's the verdict from your end?
I mean, the video speaks for itself. I'm not gonna you know, tell you who won or what, but he says he left unscathed, and I did the same. I also had a thing of apple cider waiting for me in the room.
I was gonna say, shout out to the apple cider.
Absolutely, that's one thing that I'll say about Wellesley is it's worth the apple cider.
And it's cheap too. It only costs $1. It tastes great.
Oh, yeah, it's even cheaper when it's free.
Let's talk about Sean Kowalik, who is a guy who was the Captain K of the Kitchener Dutchmen last season. Now he's committed to the Air Centennials for the upcoming season. You've known Sean a long time, since you guys were young and obviously grew up together. What can you say about his character and why he's going to be a great fit in Air?
Well, just I mean, it's a good thing I'm no longer I won't be playing for the Sens next year, but because I'd be giving him a hard time. But no better person to be filling that captaincy. Known him since I was 4 years old, playing mini sticks in the basement. All his success I can take credit for as of right now. Just teaching him a thing or two in the basement. I played with him twice in Kitchener. Recently I played with him minor midget and a little bit of major midget. The guy can do it all. Score. He's a great teammate, great leader, and in the room, those guys are gonna have someone to lead him into battle every game. He's an awesome guy.
Would he have scored 47 goals last year without your input? Right? You were his mentor. Were you his mentor? That sounds like what you're saying.
Absolutely, he gets his goal scoring ability from me, and especially going into Air now. Right, I've already warmed up the community for him, and now they're already on his back. So he can't tape the tapes like me, but I mean, scoring 47 is all right, well, I guess.
Great chatting with you, Zach. Good reflecting on your time in Air, and obviously looking back on that fun night with the fight with Calum Chappelle. Appreciate it, and stay well, my friend.
Hey, stay safe, Darren.
For more highlights, visit our website, 519sportsonline.ca. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.